Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining our WNCT Now late afternoon news update. I'm Kelsey O'Donnell here in the digital studio on this beautiful Thursday afternoon we're having with some of today's top news headlines. This afternoon, President Joe Biden signed a $1.9 trillion relief package. The bill is aimed at defeating the coronavirus and aiding the economy back to health. Those who qualify will receive $1,400. However, not as many people will receive it due to tightened restrictions. Biden originally planned to sign the bill on Friday, but it arrived at the White House more quickly than anticipated. The president says the money will go out quickly, but the funds will not go out all at once. Those with direct deposit information with the IRS will get their funds first because it can be easily placed into their accounts.
Have made it clear.
Turning now to our state, Governor Roy Cooper announced this afternoon that many North Carolinians will now be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine much sooner than they may have thought. Group 4 is now eligible to receive the vaccine beginning on March 17th. That includes people at high risk with certain health conditions. Cooper previously said the group would become eligible on March 24th, but Thursday's announcement means many will be more eligible a full week earlier. In other news, more kids will go back to school in person under a new deal state leaders have reached. This new agreement will require grades K through 5 to open under Plan A, which is the state's least restrictive social distancing plan. Middle and high schools can now open under Plan A or Plan B, which calls for 6 feet of social distance. But if middle and high schools choose Plan A, they have to notify the state and submit a plan for how they'll do it. If cases surge or if there's another emergency, the governor could move an entire district to remote learning, but not the state as a whole. The North Carolina Association of Educators criticizing the agreement, saying it would encourage school boards to bring students, staff, and teachers back without 6 feet of social distancing. The governor could sign the bill into law by the end of the week, and school districts would have 3 weeks to comply. 90 Your Side is taking a closer look at vaccine distribution in the East. Pitt, Craven, and Onslow counties are administering the most vaccines in our area. More than 31,000 people in Pitt County have received their first COVID shot, and more than 23,000 people are fully vaccinated. That means almost 13% of the county's population is fully vaccinated. Craven and Onslow counties have distributed more than 19,000 first doses of COVID-19 shots and more than 10,000 second ones. For more information, head to the state health department's website at ncdhhs.gov. Speaking of the coronavirus, we're following new developments this afternoon out of Greensboro, North Carolina for the ACC tournament. The Duke Blue Devils announced this morning that they're opting out of the ACC tournament due to a positive COVID-19 test. Around 10:30 this morning, we received confirmation that a Tier 1 person inside the Duke men's basketball program has tested positive for COVID-19. As per protocol, the team must contact trace and go through the necessary quarantine steps, and as a result, they are no longer a part of the ACC tournament. This is a big disappointment as the squad was just starting to roll in its offseason after taking down Boston College and last night's win over Louisville. Now their season is over for the ACC tournament and likely for the NCAA tournament as well. Coach K released a statement today saying, quote, "While our season was different than any other that I can remember, he really loved the 2021 basketball team and was honored to be their coach." He went on to say, "We have not asked more of any other team in our program's history, and they deserve an enormous amount of credit for handling everything like the outstanding young men that they are." Because of the recent positive test, Florida State will advance in the ACC tournament and play the winner of tonight's UNC-Virginia Tech matchup. The American Tournament tips off today with 3 games in Fort Worth, Texas. East Carolina plays in the final game of the day, matching up as the 11th seed against number 6 seeded UCF. Jaden Gardner was named Wednesday to the first team All-AAC squad. Gardner and the Pirates lost both games to UCF this season. The Knights beat the Pirates 64-60 just last week here in Greenville, but the guys are ready and know what they need to do to advance. We'll have the highlights tonight on WNCT during our Sportscast with Brian Bailey. Still ahead on WNCT Now Updates, we'll take a look at our afternoon crime tracker. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Skies to start. So if you have any errands to run, this morning would be the perfect time to do so, because later this afternoon, not only are temperatures dropping, but the chances for showers will continue to increase, along with those northerly winds increasing to 20 to 40 miles per hour.
WNCT.com, your one stop for local news and weather from across the East, with special features like online originals and our live stream WNCT Now. Visit WNCT.com for details not in the newscast.
Welcome back. If you're just now joining, my name is Kelsey O'Donnell here inside the digital studio with some of today's top news headlines in between our newscast. Now, turning to our afternoon crime tracker, one man is injured following a shooting this morning in Lenoir County. Around 10 a.m., the Lenoir County Sheriff's deputies responded to a call about a gunshot victim at a vacant residence on Patterson Road. Deputies found one person injured when they arrived. The victim was taken to the hospital where he is being treated for a gunshot wound. This is an ongoing investigation, and if anyone knows any information, please call the Lenoir County Sheriff's Office. A federal judge is ordering a man accused of scamming veterans to pay them back hundreds of millions of dollars. According to court documents, Scott Kahn preyed on veterans and pensioners by giving them loans with sky-high interest rates. Courts ruled that practice is illegal. The judge is ordering Kahn to pay $436 million to thousands of victims, including around 100 in South Carolina. That will do it for our WNCT Now late afternoon news update. As always, you can find all of these top news headlines on our website at WNCT.com, and additional ones coming up this afternoon at 5 on our newscast. Thanks for watching.